In this video, I'm going to show you how to modify an existing Microsoft Word template for a PVC name tag and how to change the graphic out and put in your own graphic and use that. So what we're going to do is we're going to work out of the individual section. It seems kind of odd when you're wanting to print your attendance name tags, you're going to come to the individuals, but it'll make sense later on when I show you how to do the search and then how we actually print those. So to start, you want to go to individuals. We'll go to print. And then for the name tags that we're wanting to print, we're going to go to labels and scroll down here. And we're wanting to do a Microsoft Word name tag PVC with attendance. So there we go, vertical with attendance. And now one thing I'm going to show you here is that you can double click on this. And all of these Microsoft Word templates are saved in a folder. Well, you can scroll all the way down to the end and click on this browse icon, and this shows you the folder pathway. I'm using Vista. It'll look a little different in XP of where this file is located at, and you can see that it gives us the name here. I can scroll down and there is the PVC version Inspire card dot. And the easiest thing to do, and what I always recommend, is make a copy of this template and work off that one. That way, if you do mess up or you run into a problem, you can still go back to the original template and not have any kind of problems. So what we're going to do is we're going to right click on this and we'll just go to copy. And what I'm going to do is go to my desktop and we'll click cancel on this and cancel here and close this out so you can actually see me do it. And then right click on my desktop and go to paste. And you can see it pastes in that new Microsoft Word template for me. And I'm going to double click on that now. And it opens up that template for me in here. And now you can see this is a very odd looking template. It has a lot of weird wording in it. And this is what we call tokens. So this @ind system image, this is a token saying place the image here. And same thing with this tokens. It says put the full name and then the barcode here at the bottom. But the neat thing is we've done all the hard work for you in making this. So all you have to do is just modify it a little bit and put your logo or graphic in there for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a logo here at the top. Just a new Inspire logo. So we'll take it from the old one and put in the new one. And that should give you an idea of how you can modify that. You can also place larger graphics behind here. One of the things I want to point out is when you click on this image and go over here to format picture, and it's going to be a little different if you're using an older version of Word. The wording and location is a little different, but it's basically you can still get to it in the same place. What we're trying to do is get to layout options. You want to make sure your picture is behind the text, and the horizontal alignment will just be other. This behind the text option allows us to place that picture actually behind the text here and not move any of the positioning for the tokens listed here. So we'll click OK because that's already set. Now I'm going to show you real quick what this name tag looks like as it is by printing one to Microsoft Word. So I'll go back to the Inspire program and then I'll go to print. And I'm only going to print out one for right now and make sure I got a picture. I got a picture for Harry Allison, so we'll choose him, go to labels and scroll all the way down here, and we're going to do the PVC vertical attendance. I'll click print to Word and press OK. And it's actually merging information into that Word template now for me. And here's that Word template. Let me make that where you can see it a little bit better. And now you can see here that this is the same template that I had before. Here's the other template. So this is what we started with, or this is what the template looks like, and this is what you get when it actually merges. So it doesn't look as archaic with the tokens when it actually processes it through the Inspire program. So what we're going to do is take this graphic out and replace it. So I'll close this one out, the merged Word document, and I have my copied PVC version Inspire card document, and this is a template. So what I want to do next is I want to get rid of this background. So I'm going to click on it, and the way you can know that you've clicked on it is if the square boxes are around the image. You want to make sure that you're not clicking on like any of the text These are text boxes that we have listed here that are containing the tokens. We want to make sure that it's actually the background. So I'm going to click on the background, and I'm just going to press the delete key. And it removes it from my PVC card. So now I need to actually put in my new image. And what I'm going to do is go to Insert and Picture. And again, if you're using an older version of Word, you'll just go to the Insert Picture option. And then I have a picture on a external hard drive I'm actually going to use. And we'll go here. I'm just going to put an Inspire logo in there. We'll click on Insert. Now you can see what happened is it moves this information down, and I don't want this to happen. The reason it's doing this is because this picture is not formatted as behind the text already. So if I right click on it again and go to Format Picture, and I go to the Layout, I can choose Behind Text and click OK, and it actually changes that. Now here's an option where you can go in and start using some of the layouts with the centering and everything. You again would go back to the Format Picture and Layout, and if I choose Center as the horizontal alignment, this means that it's going to horizontally align that picture for me rather than if I had Other, which means I did it manually by grabbing the picture and moving it around. If I click OK, it centers that picture for me, and now I have my my logo inserted into my PVC name tag. And I don't really like how this purple is clashing with the orange here, so what I want to do is change the text color here. I'll just highlight this and change my text color over to black on that. And the same thing for this token. Tokens are it's just text as it is inside the word template, but you need to change it in any kind of font you apply to it, color you apply to that token itself will be what applies to the actual merge field. So this name, however color or what font I have on it, will be how that name looks when it merges over. So I want to make it black as well. And if you make this bold, it's the same thing. It's going to happen with the merge field. It's going to make it bold as well. Now the name field looks a lot longer than what many of my names are going to be. You can see that this is into a 2-column field, or actually a 2-row field. But when it merges, it's going to go up into this top line because there's enough space here, which this isn't something that you're really going to work with a whole lot. But if you start changing the font and the size, you need to make sure you give yourself enough space on this first line for when it merges over that it's able to actually have some room to put the name in the line here. So I have this pretty much looking the way that I want it to look. I have my logo at the top. I've changed my font colors around. I didn't have to do anything to the barcode here at the bottom. Now one thing you'll need to make sure is that you have the free 3 of 9 barcode font that we have with the software. You should be able to get that if you don't already have it from our support department. We have one that works great, and we'll send it to you free of charge for printing out your name tags in Microsoft Word. But that barcode font is actually located right here. It's called Free 3 of 9. Now I don't recommend going and searching for this barcode on the internet, or this font on the internet. There's a lot of different versions of this one. We have one that works great with the software, so get in touch with us if you haven't already gotten it from your install, and we will make that available to you. So now that I have this set up, my barcode font's installed, everything's looking good, I'm going to go save this template now, and I need to save it as slightly a different name so it doesn't overwrite my other template that's already in the folder. And this is a very important part, is I have to save this document as a template, and it has to be a Word 97 to 2003 template. This will only apply if you're using the newer version 2007 of Microsoft Office. So I'm going to make sure that I choose the 97 2003 template. It's going to be a DOT. You do not want it to be DOC, like dog, organ, cat. It needs to be dog, organ, tree. So we have that here, and I'm just going to save it right back to my desktop for right now. And I want to I'll just give it a new name, and we'll say PVC Card Inspire. And then we'll click Save. So I have that modified, and what I can do now is close this and go back to my Inspire software. What I'm going to do next is go to print again, and I'm in individuals. So we'll click on print. And I usually recommend when I'm first installing a PVC card template, I like to test it. So I'll only select just a few people to send it to. That way it doesn't take a long time for it to merge over. If I have hundreds of people in there, it lets me see how it's looking and immediately get results from it. So I'm going to go back to labels, and what I'm going to do is insert a new template. And we'll click on insert, and this will be the Inspire PVC card. And we'll just place this under our general category. Now this is important. Like I mentioned in the Microsoft Word overview video, this option does affect printing to Microsoft Word. So I do want to print one record per page, and this only affects PVC type printing, because that name tag is seen in Microsoft Word as being one page. Now when we do a video on printing name tags to paper, there's going to be multiple name tags per actual page, so this option we would not want to check. But since we're doing a PVC card, I do want to make sure I check this so that it prints each one to the correct place. So now I can just kind of blaze through all this and go all the way down to the Microsoft Word category and click on the file, and I want to browse out to my desktop and scroll down, and I want to use my PVC card Inspire. Looks like I forgot the E on that, but that's okay, it'll work anyway. And I will click open. First thing it's going to ask me, would you like to copy this PVC card, and it names it, to the reports folder. You want to make sure that you click yes to this, because that places it inside the reports folder of Inspire and allows it to merge from it. So now that I've applied that, I click on finish, and there's my new report. And this is a Microsoft Word report that I've made. So I click on print to Word and click OK. It's going to start the merging process and moving graphic files over, and then also moving information. And then there's that report in the background. Scroll this down so you can see it. And you can see that it merged all my information incorrectly. My fonts have changed the color. It also has put my logo in at the top, but still my barcoding and my pictures and everything are working correctly. And now that I know that this works, I can go back, I can close this, and I could select everyone if I want to print name tags for everyone, or I can go to a ministry profile by clicking on Quick Ministry Profile, and I can do a search and say maybe show me all the people that are in 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th grade. Any kind of search profile will work. And then it will sort my results. Then I can go to print. It just shows those people. And then I can go to labels and scroll down to my Inspire PVC card and click print to Word. Click OK, and it's going to print that name tag on a PVC printer for all those people I have listed. Now, if you have any questions about performing ministry profile searches, I recommend going and watching our video on ministry profiles. Very helpful in showing you how to use those. Also, if you are interested in finding out more about PVC card printing, you'll need a PVC card printer. You can contact our sales department at 888-297-6495 or information@tcshome.com. and they will be happy to talk with you more about your PVC card printing options.